Welcome to what might be the most important module in this entire course. We've covered budgeting basics, we've identified Claude as our go-to tool for analysis, but before we upload a single bank statement, we need to talk about protecting your privacy. Here's the reality. AI tools are incredibly powerful, but they're also cloud-based services that store and process your data. Would you hand over your bank statements to a stranger on the street? Probably not. So we're going to make sure that what we share with AI is safe, anonymized, and protects your financial privacy. Think of this as putting on your seatbelt before driving. It's a simple step that could save you from serious harm. Let's be honest about what happens when you upload financial data to AI tools. These platforms are businesses. They store your conversations. They may review your data for safety purposes. And in some cases, they might even use your information to improve their services. Now, reputable companies like Anthropic have privacy policies, but the golden rule is simple. Never share anything you wouldn't want potentially seen by others. Think about what's in your bank statements. Your full name, account numbers, exact addresses, specific merchant names that reveal your habits, precise amounts and dates. This creates a detailed picture of your life. Someone could potentially figure out where you live, where you work, your shopping patterns, and even health conditions based on pharmacy visits. Here on the Isle of Man, this is particularly important. We're a small community. If someone knew that you spent £45 at a specific cafe in Douglas on a Tuesday morning, they could probably figure out quite a lot about your routine. Privacy isn't just about big corporations. It's about maintaining control over your own personal information, especially in a close-knit community. Now, before you close your laptop and give up on AI altogether, don't panic. These risks are completely manageable with the right approach. We're not avoiding AI, we're using it smartly. The solution is anonymisation, removing or changing the sensitive details while keeping the financial patterns that matter for budgeting. Anonymisation is like creating a financial alias. We're going to keep all the important numbers and categories for analysis, but remove anything that could potentially identify you personally. Think of it as giving your money data a disguise. First, we can remove all personal identifiers, replacing your real name with something generic like account holder, replacing your actual address with home address or 123 Sample Street. Your account numbers could just become account 001, 002, and so on. These changes don't affect the analysis, but do protect your identity. You could even go a step further. You could generalize the merchant names. So instead of Tesco's Douglas, you could say supermarket. Instead of steam packet company, ferry service. Instead of Dr. Smith's surgery, just say healthcare. The AI can still categorize expenses properly, but your specific habits and locations would stay private. For dates, you have options. You can keep the exact dates if you want precise timing analysis, or you could shift everything consistently by a few months. The amounts, keep those exact though. They're vital for the budget analysis, and they don't identify you personally. £47.50 at a supermarket could be anyone's weekly shop. Finally, look at removing or changing any specific reference numbers or names. So, for example, you could change DD-J Smith-rent to DD-landlord-rent. If you had a transfer to Emma Wilson, you could change that to be transfer to friend, keeping the financial function but losing any personal details. So before you begin anonymising, make sure it's a copy of your original statements and it's the copy that you're working on. Don't modify your actual bank records. You can use a simple editor or even a Sharpie on a printed version. But do take your time. Rushing through this step defeats the purpose. Here's a simple test. When you're done anonymising, you could share your modified statements to a friend or family member. Get them to double check. If they can't figure out they're looking at your personal finances, you've done it right. But if they can still identify specific details about your life, you might want to check and do another pass. Once your data is properly anonymised, you can upload it to Claude with confidence. You'll still get all the budgeting insights and recommendations that you need, but your privacy stays intact. It's like getting professional financial analysis whilst wearing a mask. The advisor can help you, but they don't know who you are. In Module 4, we'll take our safely anonymised data to Claude and see the magic happen. You'll learn the prompts and techniques to get meaningful budget analysis that could transform how you manage your money. Remember, better safe than sorry. Anonymise first and then analyse second. See you in Module 4.